All right, let's get to the topic of the day. The topic of the day is prospecting tools. Prospecting tools that you have available. Specifically, we're going to be talking about directories. All right. Now, my name is Mike, and I'm the lead consultant with Tautoa. You probably already know that if you're new to the podcast. Well, I am. And Tautoa is a transportation and logistics training and consulting firm. We work with freight brokers, trucking companies. Our specialty is training and consulting freight brokers and helping trucking companies develop an additional stream of revenue as a freight broker, maybe even a freight broker agent. We always recommend to people to start out as a freight broker agent if you're new to the industry. And the reason for that is simply this: as a freight broker agent, you're not going to have the weight of the world on your shoulder. A freight broker agent is one that is contracted to work as an independent contractor. And at this time, even in California, the independent contractor under a licensed freight brokerage. So you're working under their license, their bond, they're handling all the heavy lifting. What you're doing as a freight broker agent is concentrating on making money. You're out here getting your own customers, getting loads, finding trucks to move those loads, and as you are successful doing that, you're going to get paid a pretty doggone good commission. Standard commission for a freight broker agent in the industry is 60% of profit on the load. I call it load net. For instance, if you had a load that was paying, I don't know, $3,000 to go from point A to point B, you negotiated with the truck and you got that truck to move that load for, I don't know, $2,100. There's a $900 net there. Your commission on that load would be what? $54 or $540 rather. That's how that works. Now, I know I used the big number there, but understand your profit on a load can be all over the board. I mean, if it's short haul or, you may have a net or a profit on a load, $50, $100. I mean, it could be all over the place, but it adds up. It really does. Matter of fact, we had a client that did a pretty good move their first load here this past week, and they were all excited because they made pretty good money on that load. Trucking company did too. Okay. Now, that's what we do. We train, consult, and if you're starting out as a freight broker agent, when you complete your training, you can enter our TMP. We call it TMP, Tautoa Mentorship Program. That allows you to begin your broker operation as a freight broker agent through us under our licensed brokerage. That allows you to get out there and start your broker operation as an agent, where you're able to start building a customer base, you're able to start gaining experience, you're able to work loads. In other words, in the mentorship program, you don't have, you're in it. It's not like you're going to go through training and then you got to go out here and find a company to contract with, because even most of these brokerages, you call them and say, hey, I just completed training. They're going to say, well, great, go get some experience and call me. Because they want you to have a experience and a book of business. This is what the mentorship program allows you to do. The mentorship program, quite honestly, is designed to allow a client to focus on building that customer base and gaining experience so they can take the next step. The next step being obtaining a contract direct with the brokerage after their mentorship program, or even starting their own freight brokerage company. Either or, whatever they choose to do. But anyway, check us out, Tautoa.com. If you have any questions, feel free to call me, 479-668-0838. Now, prospecting tools, specifically we're talking about directories today. There are, and in training, we go through this with our clients using directories. There are literally thousands upon thousands upon thousands of shipper directories, industry directories, manufacturing directories available online. They're all over the place. Most of those will be free to use. Emphasis on free. There are those directories that want you to pay them purchase their directory or to have access to their directory. Some of these are monthly, some of these it's a one-time payment. My recommendation to my clients is save your money. Save your money. The reason is simply this. Anything you can find in a paid directory, you're going to find in a free directory somewhere else. And literally, there are thousands. Go ahead, open up your Google or whatever and type in a search term, manufacturing directory. You'll probably get millions of results. Now, granted, not every one of those are going to be a true blue, great shipper directory. Save the ones you like. Save them. Add them to your favorites. The more resources you have, the better off you're going to be. The more tools you're going to have to be able to help you find potential customers. So many times, I hear people tell me, I see them online too, hey, for $49.95 or for $300 or for whatever, they can buy a directory. And something else about when you're using a shipper directory, they're all going to have classifications like distributor, wholesaler, custom manufacturer, whatever. My recommendation, ignore those classifications. Ignore them. It is not time to do a bunch of research at this point. And those classifications, well, what I'm getting at is I've seen a lot of brokers, they see that classification on that directory listing, and they start wondering, hey, should I be calling this company? Are they even a true shipper of any type of a commodity? And the next thing you know, they've spent 20 minutes trying to do research on that company to figure out if they should even bother calling them or not. Just add them to your prospect form list, whatever it is, your yellow pad that you're writing all this information down on. Call them. Believe me, it's going to be a lot quicker than trying to figure it out on your own, doing all this research on the internet to figure out if they even use trucks. 5 seconds into that phone call, you'll know if they use trucks or not. One commodity that is so very important to a freight broker, and this goes with any business, but especially a freight broker, is time. You have got to be a great time manager of your own time. Once you start your broker operation and you get out there, you'll see what I'm talking about. And any experienced broker, or even trucking company, you already know this, you can miss a load or miss getting a truck by just seconds. Just seconds. You don't have time to be wasting, and even no matter how good you get, you're still going to miss loads by seconds. If you're a freight broker, you call a trucking company, oh man, if you would have called me 10 seconds ago, I would have took that load. I would much rather add that load. That's just the way it is. Time management, that's critical. Anyway, prospecting tools, directories, save your money. There are tons of them that are free. And anything you're going to find in a paid directory, you're going to find in a free directory someplace else. So keep that in mind.